Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Cosillo blade review, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new piece of gear and kind of do an unboxing for a knife sharpener, specifically the EZE lap diamond sharpener. It's a diamond rod. This one is the Model M. Truthfully, I don't know the other models, but anyway, this is a piece of gear that was brought to my attention years ago when I started getting into knives and bushcraft and all that type of stuff. Anyway, this is something that I've been wanting for a long time, haven't snagged, but finally pulled the trigger on one. This is literally as simple as it is. It's a diamond rod knife sharpener, and this one has a brass handle. And the cool thing is that this, you unthread it, put it back in itself, and it's a really compact piece of gear that you can bring along so you can sharpen your tools. So what we have is literally the rod. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Not surprising because it's brass, but here's a close shot of it. Has the information there. This is made in USA. Diamond rod. There's the rod itself. And the cool way this works, it's threaded like I said. And you slide this in, thread it back up like so, and it does have an open hole, so it's not a big deal. Plus side is if there's any water that this runs into, it'll drain. And then it also comes with this, feels like leather, fake leather, I don't know. Comes with a little carrying case, which I personally won't be using. Ooh, it's stiff too. Damn. All right, it's really stiff, which is good, I guess. It snaps up like that. But anyway, those of you who would like this, it does come with it. It's pretty coarse. You can feel it. It's got a tip there, so you can really do some fine work if you needed. And this would also be great for recurve blades, but you can use it on straight edges and things like that. Love the weight of it, solid. All right, so I took a little break off camera and checked to see what the grit was for this tool. I wasn't finding anything. It also doesn't say anything on the packaging for the grit, other than that it is a diamond rod. Just with my experience messing around with stones and ceramics and different ways of sharpening, it's pretty fine. It's coarse enough to where you can put a good edge on something, I think, relatively quick. And really what I wanted to do was test that. And the knife I'm gonna use is my long old buddy, the K-Bar Becker BK2. I've had this knife for a long time. It's seen a lot of use. Anyway, it is pretty dull right now. But I thought this would be a perfect way to test the edge, the sharpening capability with this. This is 1095 high carbon steel. It's nothing crazy. Anyway, what we're gonna do is sharpen this up, and I'm gonna time it. So let's see the sharpness. Not exaggerating. It's literally not sharp. Tip, you can see that. Really rough. So anyway, we are gonna go off and sharpen this guy up. Now I wanna say this is the way I sharpen. I hold it at this angle. Just like that. All right, folks, so I sharpened for 12 minutes. 12 minutes and 7 seconds exactly. And I just really wanted to see what this could do with this knife. Now, I don't know if it'll come up, but the edge is a bit more defined. You can still see by my finger right there. It's a big nick still, but it's definitely got more of a utility edge at 12 minutes. So let's see how it cuts. This is just non-biased. Okay, a little, I mean, a smidge better from what you saw before. Nothing wild. I believe if I took more time than 12 minutes, I would have even a more fine edge. But this is definitely useful in the field. At least. Grabbed a piece of mesquite. Let's see. So it's definitely still a rough edge, but a lot more useful than it was. And again, that was at 12 minutes. Here's what the rod itself looks like after. There's that, you see the metal that it took off, but not bad. Pretty happy with it. For 12 minutes, it's not bad. It definitely is a coarser. Again, I couldn't find the grit for this, but it is coarse. So if you really want like a mirror edge or something like that, I feel like you'd have to use this to get your nice edge and then go to something more fine. But for field use and out hunting, camping, whatever, when you gotta just sharpen your tool, I think this is perfect. The reason I really jumped at the opportunity to buy this piece of gear recently is because I felt like I knew exactly where I wanted it, and that is, of course, the Lester Rivers Bushcraft Universal Pouch. The sharpener I've been using is this one. Forget the brand. I made a new slip for it since last time you saw it, but it's just this little diamond sharpener. DMT, I think that's the brand. Yeah, Diamond Machining Technology. Anyway, that's the brand. But this was a sharpener I had to carry. And this originally in the past came with a handle, but it broke off. Shitty plastic handle. And I've just been using it ever since. But the issue is when sharpening a knife, holding it was the issue. How to hold it safely. I did it. I sharpened some knives, but it definitely was tricky. You had to be careful. As you can see, a little too close for those fingers. I'd hold it here. That's going to slice your palm open. It just was very unsafe, and especially wherever you're at, I don't care if you're on property or you're camping or whatever, you don't want to slice your fingers up, especially if you're counting on surviving or something. You know, if you cut your fingers, that's really going to hinder what you can do. So the highest appeal point to me about this tool is it's safe. It's out of the way. You can sharpen your tool, and you really, compared to the other sharpener I had, run that risk of slicing your fingers far less. Still can happen if you're not careful, but far, far, far less likely compared to this little guy. And let's put this whole pouch back together. Figure out how I want to put this. So I also added a couple things from last time. I added a compass. I also added some thread and needles, and then a little Zippo brand waxed tinder thingy. But anyway, let's put this in. So first and foremost, we're gonna slide this guy in. I'm also gonna put this right here. So let's tuck that down like that. Okay, and this guy will go right there in the back. This little fella is gonna go right there. Ferro rod is gonna go on this side. Away. Slider. Drop down. There we go. It's much better. Drop down here. This compass goes there, and last but not least, some cordage. But as you can see, it fits perfectly in there. It's right back here, you can't even see it. This is printing from that little wax pouch, but it's right back here. And it fits perfectly. You see it down there at the corner. But anyway, folks, that's my review on the EZE lap diamond rod retractable sharpener. It's a mouthful. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the views. I appreciate your time. I hope this kind of showed you something. Maybe open your eyes to a little tool. I'm excited to use this and test it more. But until then, thank you guys for watching. You hear some cats fighting in my neighborhood. Anyway, folks, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Great day, night, wherever you are. Thank you.